All right, seventh grade. Well, we're starting now to get into chapter 10. Chapter 10 focuses on finding the surface area of the prism. Okay? And when we talk about surface area, essentially what we're talking about is how much wrapping would it take if you were wrapping a box that had these same dimensions with birthday wrapping or Christmas wrapping, and you wanted to cover the exact amount. That's what surface area would be. Now, first here we have a rectangular prism, which we have rectangles and then they're connected by rectangles. That's a prism. Two congruent bases, all connected by rectangles. That's what we call a prism. Now we have to realize here in a rectangular prism that the bottom and the top have the same area. The front and the back have the same area, and the left and the right have the same area. So if I was looking at the bottom and the top, remember area of a rectangle is length times width. So the bottom and the top are the same. So if it's length times width, it's 7 times 15. So I come over here, I do 15 times 7. 7 times 5 is 35. Put the 5 down, carry the 3. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 3 is 10. We get 105. That means that the bottom has an area of 105 square meters. The top has an area of 105 square meters. So we have 105 and 105, because eventually we'll have to add all these together. Now, the front and the back would be this dimension right here. And so if this one here is 4, I see that this one here is 4, so it'd be 7 times 4. Well, 7 times 4 is 28. So if the front has an area of 28 square meters, then the back also has an area of 28 square meters. Now, if I were to go with the left and the right, I can see that that's 15 times 4. Well, 15 times 4, if I come over here and want to do that just for mental math, scratch work, 4 times 5 is 20. Put the 0 down, carry the 2. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. I get 60. The right is 60, the left is 60, 60, and 60. Now I have to add all these together. 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 8 is 18. 18 plus 8 is 26. So I'm going to put the 6 down. I'm going to carry the 2. 2 plus 0 and 0 is 2. Plus 2 is 4. Plus 2 is 6. Plus 6 is 12. Plus 6 is 18. So I'm going to put the 8 down. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. I get 386. 386 square meters. And that's the surface area of that rectangular prism. Number 2, here we have a triangular prism. Here we have a right angle. Now remember, the formula for area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. Some people will say 1/2 the base times the height. Multiplying by 1/2 and dividing by 2 are the same thing. So essentially I'm doing 17 times 12 divided by 2. Well, if I want to use a little common sense, 17 times 12, I can just cut that in half, do my division early. Instead of 17 times 12, I'm going to do 17 times 6. So I can just do 17 times 6, and then I don't have to worry about dividing by 2. And this is a little simpler multiplication problem. 6 times 7 is 42. Put the 2 down, carry the 4. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 4 is 10, which tells me that this front triangle has an area of 102 square feet, which means the back triangle has an area of 102 square feet. So I'm going to put 102, 102. Now, if I'm going to look at this rectangle here at the bottom, remember, area of a rectangle is length times width, so that's going to be 17 times 20. So I'm going to come over here, 17 times 20. I'm going to drop the 0, then just go to my 2. 2 times 7 is 14. Put the 4 down, carry the 1. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. I get 340 for that one at the bottom. 340. Now this one here to the left, we have 12, and then this length here. If this length here is 20, then that length here is 20. 12 times 20. So now I'm doing 12 times 20. Now I can also think 12 times 2, I know is 24. Zero's trick, add the 0, I get 240. So that's the one there to the left, 240 square feet. Now this one here at the top is going to be 18 times 20, with the 18 right there. So I'm coming over here, 18 times 20, drop the 0, 2 times 8 is 16. Put the 6 down, carry the 1, 2 times 1 is 2, plus the 1 is 3. I get 360. Go ahead and add all those together. 2 plus 2 is 4. All the zeros make 4. 0, 0, 4 plus 4 is 8. Plus 6 is 14. Put the 4 down, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3, plus 3 is 6, plus 2 is 8, plus 3 is 11. 1,144 square feet. All right, moving right along. Go ahead and bring over the other board. Here we have another triangular prism with 2 triangle bases and then rectangles connecting them, right, left, bottom. The difference here is now we do not have a right triangle. Here now we have a height from bottom to top of 6, but it's the 6 is not actually a side length. So for this triangle, it's still going to be base 8 times height 6. 8 times 6 is 48 divided by 2. If I take 48 and divide it by 2, that's not hard. 2 can go into 4 twice. There's none left over. 2 can go into 8 4 times. There's none left over. 48 divided by 2 is 24. So if the front triangle is 24, the back triangle is 24. Combined, that gets me back to my original number of 48. Now if I look at this triangle here to the right, okay, and I can see that that's 7 and that's 7, so if this is 9, that is 9, that tells me that these 2 rectangles here are going to be congruent in area. Length times width, 9 times 7 is 63. So this one on the right is 63, this one on the left is 63. 63, 63. Now, if I look at that, now I'm looking at the one at the bottom, 8 times 9. Length is 8, width is 9, 8 times 9 is 72. There's only one of those. So my 2 triangles combine to make 48. The left and the right rectangles are each 63. The bottom rectangle has an area of 72 square meters. Now I'm going to add these together. 8 plus 3 is 11, plus 3 is 14, plus 2 is 16. Put the 6 down, carry the 1. 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 6 is 11, plus 6 is 17, plus 7 is 24, 246 square meters. Last one here for our video on surface area of prisms. Here now I have a trapezoidal prism where I've got trapezoids and then rectangles all connecting them. Now remember, the formula for area of a trapezoid is the height times base 1 plus base 2, all of that divided by 2. So if I look at my trapezoids, we can know that they're the same size. It looks like the height from top to bottom is 4. Now base 1 plus base 2, so if the height is 4, it looks like base 1 right here is 13. There's parallel sides of the bases. Then I go with this side here, and if this side is 8, that side has to be 8. So it looks like base 1 plus base 2 is going to be 13 plus 8. Okay, well 13 plus 8 is 21. So it's going to be 4 times 21, all that divided by 2. Well, I can just do 4 divided by 2, do the division early, and that leaves me, 4 divided by 2 is 2, that leaves me with 2 times 21. Well, 2 times 21 is equal to 42. So that tells me that the area of one of the trapezoids is 42 square feet. So one trapezoid is 42, the bottom trapezoid is 42. I can have 42 and 42. Now, these two rectangles here, 6 times the height, I can see over here is 3, which tells me over here is 3. So it's going to be 6 times 3, which is 18. But if this one is 18, then that one also has to be 18. So we're going to have 2 18s. This rectangle here in the back looks like I have 13 as a length, 3 as a height. 13 times 3. Well, 13 times 3 is 39. So I'm going to have a 39 on my list. And then it looks like this rectangle right here, 8 times that distance there. Well, if that's 3, then that's 3. So it's going to be 8 times 3, which is 24. So I'm going to put that up top here. I have my 2 trapezoids, which are 42 each. I have my front rectangle here, the 8 times 3, which is 24. I have my 2 18s, which are the 6 times 3, 6 times 3, which is 18. And then I have this in the back, 13 times 3, which is 39. So I'm going to go ahead and add all these numbers together. 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8, plus 8 is 16, plus 8 is 24, plus 9 is 33. I'm going to put the 3 down, carry the 3. 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 4 is 9, plus 4 is 13, plus 1 is 14, plus 1 is 15, plus 3 is 18. 183 square feet. All right, well, that's surface area of different prisms. Talk to you later, 7th grade.